This is Town Square Sunday on demand. And now, 1420 WBSM's Jim Phillips.
Good morning, I'm Jim Phillips, and welcome to Town Square Sunday. This program all about highlighting nonprofit organizations in the Greater New Bedford area. For nonprofit organizations in Greater New Bedford, raising money has become almost a non-stop endeavor. Gallery X, a nonprofit contemporary art gallery on William Street, is no exception. They're putting the finishing touches on a Gong Show that's set for Saturday, June 8th from 7 to 10 p.m. Now, you might remember the old TV show. That show aired in the mid-'70s. Performers would, I'm talking about the original now, because there were several follow-up shows over the years, but in the mid-'70s, performers would come on the stage, share their talent, some of it good, some of it maybe not so good. But if one of the judges didn't like what he or she was hearing or seeing, they would run over to a giant drum, hit the drum with a large mallet, and that meant the performer was disqualified. The show was hosted by a fellow named Chuck Barris. It was silly entertainment, but it was a lot of fun. Playing the role of Chuck Barris for Gallery X's show will be Sean Fitzgerald. Sean is with us today. Welcome.
Hello, Jim. Thanks for having me on the show. It's great to be here.
All right. So there's been a lot of Gong shows, not only on TV, but people have done their own, various organizations have done them.
Right.
But there haven't been any in quite a while. I haven't heard any about it. But
True.
Gallery X has seen fit to dredge up this show.
Yes, sir.
How did the idea come about?
So we're bringing it back. Gallery X did the Gong Show several times back in the day. The last one, I believe, was in 2005.
Oh.
So there's some familiarity with doing the production. We're going to have a house band, similar to what they had there. I will be playing the role of Chuck Barris. Yeah. We're going to have a panel of judges, some excellent judges. And we're looking to capitalize on the spirit of the Gong Show. And that spirit's alive and well in Gallery X. So many different varied individuals, talents from all over. And we're looking to really capture that lightning in a bottle on Saturday night, June 8th, at the Gallery X Gong Show.
Look, you're looking for some contestants. I know you've got a few.
Yes, sir.
And folks, you may think you need to be immensely talented to take the stage on the Gong Show. You don't.
No, sir.
What you need a shtick. You need something.
That's it.
That can put you on that stage.
Yes.
And you are looking for contestants. Is that
yes,
right?
sir. We're looking for the different, the wild, the entertaining. We want what the area has that nobody has quite heard or seen just yet. This area boasts a bevy of talent, so many local musicians, sure, artists, actors, but the hidden corners of New Bedford, the crevices in the cobblestones, if you will, there's talent there that's just dying to get out, Jim. And we want to present that platform for them on June 8th at Gallery X. And we know that they're out there. And we've been getting quite a few calls from some interesting folks, especially now that the date is approaching. I think what they're doing is they're honing their crafts, if you will, and they're putting the finishing touches. But we are looking for more. It's a 3-hour show, 7 to 10. So right now we've got a decent amount, but we need more. And I know that the city of New Bedford can do better.
So you're absolutely right. I mean, I think you need to find folks who maybe have a hidden talent. Maybe
exactly
they've never envisioned themselves on a stage doing what they do.
Right.
But this is their chance now.
Exactly.
Okay, so the original deadline was Sunday, June 2nd, today, as we're talking, but now we're going past that.
Yes. We are going to extend that just because the interest has started to tick upwards, and we don't want to shut anyone out, Jim. So we're looking at some tapes right now. We're making hard decisions, but we're being as inclusive as we can. And this is going to be so much fun. We're going to have a live feed going as well. It's not going to do the whole show because we want people to come in, exactly. But we're going to be releasing a few videos this coming week as well, little teasers, if you will, with a few of the acts. So, but firmly believe that with the pandemic that we just are getting out of, so many folks who never even thought that they had a talent started to explore this other side. And we know just from the folks that we've been running into with this project, but just if you look around in the city, the new spots that have popped up, some of the new musicians, some of the new artistry that is being portrayed, we've got a lot of new groups out there. Sleepless in New England's one. One of our judges, Hendrik Hernandez Resto, is going to be at the Gong Show. That's his group there, and they're a social media promotional group, musical group. They span all different varied forms of music: Caribbean, calypso, reggae, rap, funk, jazz, and we're looking for characters who have a little bit of all of that. And speaking with a musician who he's been working on his puppetry. I'm like, really, puppetry? This is exactly what we're looking for. Something like that. So,
will these contestants be interviewed while on stage and then do their act? Plan on doing that?
What we're going to do, depending on the act, we're going to have a little.
How many you have?
Right, depending on how many and what the act entails. There'll be a brief introduction, but there'll definitely be interaction after the act. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they'll get a chance to finish their act. But as we know with the Gong Show, if one of the judges doesn't like what they're seeing or hearing, that gong's going to ring.
How long have you been planning this, John?
So we've been planning this for almost a year now. This was part of the capital campaign that we've kicked off here in 2024 for Gallery X. This is our 35th year of operation. And with the capital campaign, we wanted to mark that year with several different events, if you will. And we're starting it off with the Gallery X Gong Show on June 8th. We're going to have a Gallery X, the second annual Gallery X Music Festival, September 28th at the Gallery. Mm-hmm. We're going to have live acts upstairs in the main gallery, big acts. We're going to have smaller acoustic acts downstairs in the same Douglas Gallery, and smaller acts outside. And our final event for the capital campaign will be October 26th. We're going to be having a murder mystery put on there, right in Gallery X in the main gallery. So we're excited for that.
Okay. Gallery X, of course, located on William Street. The address there?
168.
168 William Street. Mm-hmm. Not to be confused with the Steeple Playhouse, which is right down the street, the newly refurbished Playhouse. But that's becoming quite a creative area.
It really is.
Certainly for performing arts. And
we do a lot with the Steeple Playhouse. We're hand in hand with them. As we believe in this community and all communities. We all rise together, Jim, right?
That's right. Well, New Bedford's the Bedford story.
Yes, sure is.
The story of the arts and culture in New Bedford.
Yes, sir.
Together, sure. Chuck Barris, Sean, was kind of a loose wire himself.
That he was, yes.
During the program. He would occasionally come on, and you might think he was intoxicated, frankly. But he frankly was a loose wire. Are you going to bring back some of that?
Oh, for sure. You know that. And I mean, the Gong Show took place in the mid-'70s, so I'm sure there was some intoxication going on here and there in the studio. Chuck Barris, what an interesting character he is. I don't know if many folks are familiar with some of the stories that have come out about him. He claims to be a secret agent. Did you know that for the CIA?
I do know that. That has never been confirmed or...
Correct.
But there was a movie made about Chuck Barris, believe it or not.
Yeah, with Sam Rothwell.
Sam Rockwell was the character. Yep. George Clooney, I believe, directed it.
Yes.
The first movie he directed.
Yes.
And, that was... Wikipedia terms it as... It's a fictional story.
Right.
Part of the movie is an autobiographical story of Barris.
Correct.
But this thing about him being an agent,
right,
a secret agent, that was in his autobiography, but it's not true apparently.
It's up for debate. I mean, when you read the autobiography, he states clearly that they won't verify this. They can't because my missions were secret, and there's truth to that with people we know who've participated in acts like that. Yeah. But it just adds to the whole air of Chuck Barris. And like you said, when he was live for the Gong Show, you never knew what Chuck Barris you were going to get. And But he was always there with the one-liners.
Yeah.
He always had something interesting to say. And we're going to incorporate a lot of that for the Gallery X Gong Show. Like I said, we've got a house band going to be playing a lot of the same music that they had on the Gong Show. We are going to have, I don't want to speak too much, but you remember the Gong Show featured The Unknown Comic, Gene the Dancing Machine.
All of those.
We're going to be bringing all of that back, Bill. Bill, I'm sorry, Jim. The Unknown Comic's name, I believe, was Bill Jankowski.
Is this the guy with the bag on his head?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
We've all worn a bag on our head from one time or another, right?
Yeah. Is this a ticketed event? How can people get tickets?
Yes, sir. It is a ticketed event. Tickets can be bought the day of. They can also be, if you call the gallery, you can reach us. We can arrange for tickets. Tickets right now, it's a donation. We're a nonprofit, Jim. What we're looking for right now, we're hoping for $20 per person, but whatever people can give, whatever it is. It's all about community. Even with the music fest, we just took donations. The murder mystery is going to be a little more exact, but that's what we're looking at right now.
Okay. You're listening to Town Square Sunday. I'm Jim Phillips. My guest is Sean Fitzgerald, who will host the Gong Show fundraiser at Gallery X Saturday, June 8th from 7 to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
They're still looking for contestants.
We are, Jim.
If you're interested, what should they call? Who should they call?
You can give us a call at the gallery. It's 508-992-2675. We're located right on 169 William Street in New Bedford, Mass., right downtown. We're open Wednesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Feel free to come in, speak with Zach. He's usually there, Zachary White. He is the man at Gallery X. He's willing to answer any and all questions. You can reach me at 508-971-7454. If you're interested in auditioning, sending in a tape, please feel free, reach out. We are anxious and excited about this event.
Yeah, but this is the time now. Don't waste any time. I'll do it later in the week. No, this is the time to get going.
Slots are filling up.
If you're interested in being a contestant. This is it's got a little bit serious here. All of the money raised will go to the Gallery X Capital Campaign. Tell us a bit about the campaign and your most pressing needs there.
Sure. We have a number of needs at the gallery. As you can imagine, the building was originally a church constructed almost 150 years ago. The upkeep of that it's a task in and of itself. Right now, we are undertaking the removal of the large stained windows on the front of the facade. That alone, with the removal, repair, replacement, we're looking at almost $30,000. Things like that come up. We have an elevator as well. We recently had to switch companies. The old company went out of business during the pandemic. These expenses rack up. Just the service contract alone is $17,000. Things like that, the roof, things like that. So all of these monies will be directed towards addressing those issues and any other that come up with the regular wear and tear of a building such as Gallery X.
Of course, the Gong Show is all in fun, but the number of talented people in New Bedford, you mentioned this earlier, and I bet you will see some very good performances that night. I mean, listen, it's all fun and games, but you might see somebody with some real talent, and there will be prizes awarded.
Oh yes, we're going to have prizes awarded. We're going to have different prizes for different categories as well. We don't want to give that away, but we do have some really good talent too. I mean, we do have the weird, the strange, the eclectic, but we've got some solid talent here, and not professional talent. Folks haven't done this type of thing before that night in front of a large paying audience. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, in the old show, you may remember the winner would receive, there'd be confetti falling, the whole thing. Everybody would be excited, but he'd only get like a $500 prize or something. Yeah,
we're going to have a unique amount. I will say that. So it'll be a unique amount, as well as some interesting gifts too for
it'll be
our contestants who place.
The judges also would select the worst act.
Yes, they will. Select the worst act.
Prize there as well.
Right. We're going to have, the audience is going to be able to choose as well. We want to integrate them. I want to mention some of the judges that we have, Jim.
Sure.
We're going to have Paul Santos, who is Paul. Everyone pretty much knows Paul. Paul's going to be joining us. We've got Dory Rubico, a local singer, musician, integral part of the Zeiterion Performing Arts Center. Dennis Wong, a local celebrity here. Dennis has got his own niche. He's had his own TV show featuring fashion out of New York. Kat Knutson, a local professor, musician, art instructor. Kat did the mural that was recently featured in the Guiding Light down at the end of Water Street. I'm not sure if you've seen that, but it features four of the jazz musicians from the area, Bobby Green, a few others. I can't think of all of them. Historic, yes.
Yeah, historic, musically.
And then we have, rounding off the board, we've got Hendrik Hernandez Resto from Sleepless in New England. And so we've got a varied judge. And we were really, we went out of our way to find judges that were fun. Because if you recall the show, I mean, you had Chuck Barris that we've talked about. He was his own personality. The acts were their own thing. But the judges themselves, I mean, you never knew what was going to happen. They'd be struggling for the mallet to hit the gong. Then two judges would be stopping the other judge from hitting the gong. So, yeah, we wanted to get we were trying to get a good representation of that with
people
the
have
panel.
Fun.
Yes, sir.
One more time on how people can get tickets or apply to be a contestant.
Sure. You can reach out to us social media, Gallery X, on Facebook, Instagram. I'm Sean Fitzgerald, Sean G. Fitzgerald, also on Facebook, Instagram. Gallery X phone number, 508-992-2675. My phone number is 508-971-7454. Instant message us, give us a call, a text. Feel free to reach out. I can also be reached at sfitzgerald@hptc.org.
My guest has been Sean Fitzgerald, the MC for the Gallery X Gong Show, which is coming up Saturday, June 8th, from 7 to 10 p.m. at Gallery X, 169, is it 169 William Street in downtown New Bedford. Thank you, Sean, for coming in. Good luck with this event. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, Jim. Appreciate it. And thanks for all you do for the community as well.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Stay right here. Town Square Sunday will continue in just a moment.